The Strangers stars Liv Tyler and Scott Speedman, and basically the story of this movie is is inspired by true events, two real life events: the Manson family tape murders and the multiple homicide that occurred in 1969, and a series of bleak-ins that occurred in his own neighbor, the director's own neighborhood as a child. So let's talk about the plot of this movie. Basic story is we meet Christian and James, and they are tired and irritable after a long evening at a wedding reception, and it was revealed through flashbacks. While they were there, James proposed to Christian and she refused, and so they're having some tension and intense intensity in their relationship, and they decides to work it out and spend the night together. And they're having a relaxing weekend at the family vacation home. But their stay turns out to be anything but peaceful. Because first you have a dangerous woman arriving at the door while James is out doing errands. When he comes back, however, he accidentally kills his friend Mike, mistaking him for an intruder. And then the real danger shows up in the form of three masked torturers, leaving Kristen and James struggling for survival. So, our three masked people is you got the pin-up girl, the man in the mask, and then Dollface. This movie, I like this movie. Okay. Now, the first few minutes gets a little boring, but it builds up to what is to come as you watch the movie. So whenever that trouble does come, it starts happening, and chaos starts knocking. I like that. I love that when it does happen. The trouble starts happening and it gets intense and chaotic. And the violence in this movie is intense. Some people has criticized the violence. It is a reflection of complementary culture, but I appreciate the grim realism. I appreciate the this kind of influential kind of thing. It would be these true events. The acting in this movie is great. You got Liv Tyler. Liv Tyler. This was one of her. This was the first movie she did after the birth of her son. And she did a really good job here. I love her performance. You also got Scott Speedman, who left Underworld after Underworld Evolution because he didn't want to go through the process of makeup if they were to make another one with his character involved. I don't know why. You could have at least wore a freaking motion capture suit, but then it wouldn't look as good, would it? Anyway, Scott Speedman, he's really good in here. The three masked people are also really good too. The writing and directing is pretty good. I like the score. The score is very creepy. It's very subtle, and it makes sure this movie does have a little bit of jump scare thing to it, but it handles it without getting too jump scare repetitive. And this movie will have you make sure you lock your doors at night because you never know what intruders will come. And yeah, The ending is also pretty good here. I love the ending. It's really good. And this movie, I like this movie. And this is a really good movie. I think this is a very entertaining film. Not everyone's gonna like this movie, but this is kind of a modern day horror slasher classic. So, The Strangers, I'm giving The Strangers an Epictastic. So let me know what you guys think about The Strangers. Do down below. Do you like it? Do you not like it? I know Drum Dums likes it. And he likes the second one too. And I will see you guys in my review of The Strangers 2 Pray at Night with Christina Hendricks. What is your favorite home invasion movie? What's your favorite Liv Tyler movie? And what's your favorite Scott Speedman movie? When I say both of those actors' names, I mean besides Lord of the Rings and besides Underworld. And if you can't find anything besides those two, you can say those two as well. I'll see you guys in the next video. And this the future filmmaker 3940 signing out. And you guys keep it cool as always.